The Ilyushin Il-76, a Soviet military transport aircraft, is widely regarded as one of the most distinctive heavy airlifters ever built. Although its engines, rugged landing gear, and exceptionally long service life often attract attention, the true essence of the aircraft's uniqueness lies in its cargo hatch. Unlike most Western and Soviet transport aircraft, the Il-76 features a complex four-door rear cargo entrance that was designed not for elegance or simplicity, but for complete operational independence. This design reflects a specific Soviet military doctrine that emphasized autonomy, survivability, and the ability to operate in remote regions without developed infrastructure. Altitude Addicts understands that the cargo hatch of the Il-76 is not merely a door at the rear of the aircraft. It is a fully integrated system that defines how the aircraft loads, unloads, and deploys payloads, and how it performs in combat, emergency, and humanitarian missions. To understand why this system looks the way it does, it is essential to consider the operational environment and strategic assumptions under which the aircraft was conceived. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, the Soviet military imposed unusually strict and sometimes contradictory requirements on the designers of the Il-76. The aircraft had to carry up to 60 tons of cargo, operate from damaged or poorly prepared runways, support airborne and cargo airdrop missions, and function without sophisticated ground equipment. Unlike Western doctrine, which assumed access to well-equipped airbases and standardized logistics, Soviet planners expected transport aircraft to operate in remote regions, forward deployment zones, and even partially destroyed airfields. These demands directly shaped the design of the cargo hatch. A simple rear ramp would not allow the aircraft to fully load itself without cranes or loaders on the ground. At the same time, the aircraft had to support parachute drops of vehicles and cargo, which required careful airflow control and a strongly reinforced rear fuselage. The solution was a multi-section hatch that could perform several functions simultaneously without compromising reliability. Altitude Addicts learned that the Il-76 cargo hatch consists of 4 distinct doors, each serving a specific role. The lower door functions as a heavy-duty loading ramp capable of supporting tracked and wheeled vehicles that can be driven directly into the cargo hold. This ramp can be adjusted to different angles, allowing loading even when the aircraft is parked on uneven terrain. Above the ramp are 3 upper doors. 2 open outward to the sides, while a central upper door folds upward and presses tightly against the ceiling of the cargo compartment. This unusual arrangement is what truly sets the Il-76 apart. It was chosen not for visual symmetry or mechanical simplicity, but to ensure that nothing protrudes into the cargo space when the hatch is open. This detail is critical because it enables one of the Il-76's most important features: internal overhead cranes. These electrically powered hoists run on rails inside the cargo hold and allow the aircraft to lift and reposition heavy cargo without any external assistance. The cranes can extend up to 5 meters beyond the rear platform, making it possible to lift cargo directly from the ground and move it into position inside the aircraft. Altitude Addicts understands that such a capability is extremely rare in transport aircraft of this size. Most military airlifters depend on forklifts, mobile cranes, or specialized loaders available at the airfield. The Il-76, by contrast, was designed to be self-sufficient. The 4-door hatch provides the clearance and geometry required for the crane system to operate freely and safely. In this context, the cargo hatch is not an optional feature. It is a structural necessity driven by the presence of internal lifting machinery. A conventional 2-door or clamshell-style ramp would not support this system without reducing usable cargo volume or weakening the airframe. One of the most demanding tasks for any military transport aircraft is the carriage of tracked vehicles, such as armored personnel carriers or self-propelled artillery. These loads impose extreme stress on loading ramps and cargo floors. The IL-76 was designed from the outset to handle such missions routinely. The reinforced ramp, combined with the internal cranes, allows vehicles to be driven aboard or partially lifted and precisely positioned. This reduces loading time and minimizes the risk of structural damage. The multi-door hatch also helps prevent the buildup of exhaust gases, dust, and debris inside the fuselage during loading operations. In austere environments, where ground equipment may be unavailable or unreliable, this capability becomes a decisive operational advantage rather than a convenience. Altitude addicts learned that beyond ground loading, the cargo hatch plays a central role in airdrop operations. The Il-76 can parachute drop cargo, equipment, and large platforms from its rear ramp while in flight. This places significant aerodynamic and structural loads on the rear fuselage and hatch system. The segmented door design allows crews to regulate airflow and pressure changes more precisely than with a single large opening. The surrounding structure is heavily reinforced to maintain stability during these high-stress maneuvers. This reflects the Soviet emphasis on mass airborne operations that prioritized reliability and robustness over mechanical simplicity. When compared with Western transport aircraft, the Il-76 reveals a fundamentally different design philosophy. Aircraft such as the C-17 Globemaster III and the C-5 Galaxy use large hydraulically operated rear ramps and rely on comprehensive ground support infrastructure. These designs emphasize rapid loading and unloading at well-equipped bases. While Western aircraft excel under ideal conditions, they lack the internal lifting systems that give the Il-76 its independence. If ground equipment is unavailable, their operational flexibility is sharply reduced. The Il-76 trades some speed in optimal environments for the ability to operate almost anywhere. Even among Soviet aircraft, the Il-76 occupies a unique niche. The much larger An-124 also features internal cranes, but achieves this through sheer size and capacity. The Il-76 strikes a balance, offering substantial lift capability while remaining able to operate from shorter, less prepared runways. Altitude Addicts understands that the modern aircraft, such as the A400M Atlas, reflect contemporary NATO logistics doctrine, emphasizing automation, standardized pallets, and advanced avionics. However, they typically assume the availability of compatible ground infrastructure. In disaster zones, remote regions, or combat environments, this assumption can become a limitation, making the older but more autonomous Il-76 design surprisingly relevant. The uniqueness of the Il-76 cargo hatch cannot be judged simply as better or worse. Many newer aircraft benefit from lighter materials, digital systems, and improved aerodynamics. Yet few can match the Il-76 in inherent self-sufficiency. The reinforced ramp, internal cranes, and four-door hatch form a single integrated system designed to ensure independence rather than maximum efficiency. This makes the Il-76 especially valuable in environments defined by uncertainty and limited infrastructure. In conclusion, the cargo compartment of the Il-76 is not a curiosity or a relic of outdated engineering. It is a deliberate and highly rational response to specific military and logistical challenges. By combining a reinforced ramp, internal overhead cranes, and a four-door rear hatch, Soviet engineers created an aircraft capable of loading, unloading, and deploying cargo almost anywhere. The continued global use of the Il-76 in military, humanitarian, emergency, and disaster relief missions decades after its first flight is a direct result of this philosophy. Its cargo hatch stands as a testament to an engineering approach centered on resilience and self-sufficiency, qualities that remain unmatched in many real-world scenarios. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.